welcome. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm joined by Alistair Howard, Finance Director from Lodders. Hi Alistair, how are you doing?
Hi there, I'm fine, thank you.
Good, thank you for joining me today. So today we're going to be talking about, obviously you're an existing customer of Katchr, and you've been with us for a couple of years now. So we're going to be talking through some of your user experience and the experience of the users throughout the firm as well, and how Katchr has helped you to make progress and improvements within the firm and to advance onto different focuses and initiatives that you're wanting to drive towards. So as an established firm, Lodders Solicitors, so well known for your expertise as a firm in agricultural law, real estate matters, private client as well. One of the elements that you pride yourselves on as a firm, as we can see, is the level of service. That personal support service to your clients is something that is evident when you see the website, and obviously having met people that work within the firm as well. So how has Katchr and its ability to access your data more readily, how's that supported in the firm's opportunity to maintain and even improve on that level of service?
That's a really interesting point, because I think, as you say, a high level of client service is just so important to us. It really is key. We want to maintain that and ideally improve on it where we can. And so I think something like Katchr that enables us to actually focus on the client rather than the back office information is just so valuable to us. So taking as an example, like many other law firms, we are Lexel accredited, and there are many things that we need to look after in the background, make sure that we are on top of those sorts of statistics, whether it's about the number of matters that we have open, even though we've completed that matter, have we actually closed those matters on time? Just to have a dashboard that enables us to see very quickly, real time, where are we? The fee earners and the secretarial support team can look at that on a daily basis, make sure that they're on top of that so that they don't need to worry. It's not building up and becoming a problem. It leaves the fee earner to focus on what is important, delivering that client service to our clients. Because as I say, at the end of the day, that is the most important thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's really allowed you to, focus and get that clarity on what's important to the firm, and you need that support structure in place so that you're able to do that. So that's brilliant. That's really good to hear that we've been able to help there. So as I said previously, you've been a customer of Katchr for approximately 2 years. So, would you say that Katchr is now an essential part of your business, and how essential has it been in supporting in the firm's management abilities? So, for example, what return has this brought around to improve your current position compared to when you first started working with Katchr before the system was implemented? How far do you think you've come in that period of time?
Oh, it's unimaginable how far we've come, to be honest. Just two and a half years ago, yes, there was data available, but I did feel as though I was working in a vacuum as far as having something truly available to make some informed decisions. Just at the moment, in the current crisis that we're facing with COVID-19, that there's never been a more important time for the management team to be really on top of the numbers and the performance of the firm. We use something that we call the ABC analysis, which is activity, billing and cash, 3 of the fundamental key performance measures within a law firm. And the front page, the home page on Katchr provides me with everything that I need for ABC. Start at the firm level, see how we're doing every morning, and then start drilling down to the practice groups, and if needs be, right down to the fee earners. It enables me to then give a call to a head of a department to say, trends are sort of tailing off a little bit here. Is that because we've got a problem? Is it because our staff are unwell under the current situation? Is it because they're really struggling to work effectively and efficiently at home? We've all obviously had to adapt to that. Or is it actually a real downturn in the market, so that we can then respond to that and act accordingly? And it's really by having that information at your fingertips that enables you to look at one set of numbers, drill down, and and sort of get to the bottom of the problem. I do often find that as you get some more and more information, what it actually creates is more questions. But I know that I can answer those questions with just another click or 2 clicks, and then you understand the cause of any sorts of changes or trends in those numbers.
Brilliant. So it's allowing you to use the data to discover new opportunities and discover more efficient ways of working. It sounds like you've really embedded it in the culture as well. You know, it's the first thing people are checking in the morning, which is really important because everyone's got the same information in front of them. It's live. You know, you're not sort of sending out reports that are out of date pretty much as soon as you send them out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's the way we rolled Katchr out as well to the fee earners was sort of in a piecemeal approach. We didn't force it on everybody, and it didn't take very long for fee earners to say, hold on, you know, I'd like a bit of that. So there was actually the requirement or the desire for them to have that information rather than it being thrust upon them. You know, it is a change to perhaps look at your performance on a self-service kind of approach as opposed to receiving monthly reports. But when you see how valuable and how easy it is to access your stats and those of your team, then the appetite was there. They wanted it. So I was very happy to train them up. So yes, a very good uptake.
Brilliant, because that's often quite intimidating to a lot of firms is that rollout piece and getting that early adoption, getting that initial engagement. So it's brilliant to hear that once you're using the product, then it's the other way around. You know, you've got people driving to progress different areas of the product and wanting that information, and that's removed that reliance on other people as well. So we're freeing everybody up. So that's brilliant. So I guess really, I would love to know what you would say to anybody who doesn't have Katchr and is potentially considering going with Katchr.
Yeah, it's as you said earlier, 2 years ago we made the move to have Katchr installed at Lodders, and the driver for me personally was about the information that I had available at the time. Did it actually satisfy my requirements? Some of the things that I was facing at the time was I had some reports, but they were very slow to run. Could I look at more than one thing at a time? No, I had to run separate reports. Could I export those to Excel? You know, finance directors like to play around with numbers, however much is available. Yes, you do like to download and start sort of manipulating some of them. I couldn't do that. The reporting that we had previously kind of promoted a paper-based reporting system, and we were wanting to move away from that and have more electronic document management. The board were asking me questions that I couldn't really answer immediately, and it used to take me a long time and do a lot of analysis to be able to answer those to the sort of level of quality that I wanted to do. And there was a time when a previous boss of mine said, Alistair, I want information, I don't want data. And I really did see that's all I could provide using the old system. And so when I saw the demonstration of Katchr, just how much information was available to enable us to actually make informed decisions about the performance of practice groups, teams, the firm as a whole, it was a no-brainer really, just to be able to have something that was very visual for a user group that generally are not numerically literate. You know, they are very literate, but not numerically literate sometimes. And so to have sort of graphical images to display trends and performance was just fantastic. So, so I would say if you are in two minds, think about what you've got. Is it addressing your needs? Have a look at what Katchr can offer, and I think you'll find that that will be able to address all your needs.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Alistair. Thanks for going into that much detail as well. I think you've probably covered a lot of areas that people consider when they're looking into new software. Because one of the things that we often, or we potentially take for granted in the industry, is that not only are we trying to be there for clients and deliver what our clients and firms need, but also we're trying to run the law firm. We're trying to use the data to make data-driven decisions, and we have to put our IT hats on and then our client hats on. So it has to work. It has to be that substantial platform. So yeah, I think you've really given us good detail there.
I think the other thing to say as well is that because Katchr only works in the legal sector, then you understand the types of questions that we're asking ourselves on a day-by-day basis. You're not trying to provide this solution across many sectors, because we all work in different ways. These sectors work in different ways, but at the end of the day, law firms will inevitably be looking for the same information. So again, to have somebody who is devoted to that solution, that's fantastic.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much. Thanks for talking with me today. I think we've got some really good detail there, and looking forward to continuing working with yourself and the firm.